Oh my God, guys, it's me, Trisha Paytas. Okay, so Ethan Klein's canceled now, and we're gonna be talking about it. You know, Moses, can you hand me a water with the pH balance at 8.5 or higher? Thank you, Moses. Tastes like depression, anxiety, and a hint of Botox. What's up, guys? It's Trisha Paytas. No, it's not. It's Rich Lex. I know. You're gasping. You're shocked. It's actually me in disguise as Trisha. Okay. Maybe I should dress up as Trisha for Halloween. Wouldn't that be crazy? Okay. What's up, guys? Let's talk about the latest drama. Did Trisha Paytas just cancel Ethan Klein from H3H3? Let's talk about it. So, I am so shocked about this. First of all, in my opinion, God forbid you have an opinion on the internet. My opinion, my conspiracy, allegedly, I don't think Ethan Klein's canceled. But according to Trisha Paytas, she canceled him. So Trisha Paytas sat down on a podcast with Tana Mojo, and this is a clear example. This is what I'm talking about. That Trisha Paytas is putting her foot in the water of drama. She's not going all in. She's putting her little foot into it. So if you listen very carefully, Tana Mojo asks her a very specific question. She lumps Ethan Klein from H3H3's name into 3 other people before she gets to his name. Watch it, here we go.
I think I'm just in a different era. I'm gonna just say not canceled. Honestly, seriously, because I hate having beef in general or like looming things over my head. Like I would just say not canceled to be cool with everybody.
So I should just not even ask you about Colleen Ballinger, David Dobrik,
cancel.
Right there. When Tana Mojo says, so I'm not gonna ask you about Colleen Ballinger, David Dobrik, H3H3, Ethan Klein, and she says, cancel, haha. I'm like, what? Hold on, let me hear it back one more time.
I would just say not canceled to be cool with everybody.
So I should just not even ask you about Colleen Ballinger, David Dobrik,
cancel.
And she mentions H3 at the end of it. And listen, I have to be very specific because here on the internet, y'all like to...
I should just not even ask you about Colleen Ballinger, David Dobrik,
cancel.
Colleen Ballinger, David Dobrik, and then she says H3. And then Trisha says, right here, hold on.
About Colleen Ballinger, David Dobrik,
cancel.
But here's where I'm gonna defend Trisha, okay? Because maybe she didn't hear the last part. Because if you ask me, everyone has been problematic. We all have said or done questionable things, okay? Colleen Ballinger canceled the house. David Dobrik canceled the house. H3? No. And for Trisha Paytas to sit there and laugh on camera and cancel H3? Oh my God, hell no. Are you serious? Are you serious? That guy just made a hole in the wall. Are you freaking serious? Well, I think I just lost my deposit. But are you freaking serious? She's gonna sit, and this is why people are nervous to go on podcasts, because they don't wanna say something that is gonna be misconstrued and taken totally out of context. And this is a clear example, because she literally just asked. This is someone, right? This huge family feud has been divided to the point where Ethan Klein would talk about it. You know, I've never shared this story before here, but we're gonna do it today. I was on a flight from LAX to Houston, and I was sitting down, and there was a guy next to me watching the H3 podcast on the flight, okay? And I'm laid out comfortable, and let me tell you what, I just wanna say this. If you ever been on those flights where you get to like lay all the way down, those are like the best. I'm talking about flatbed. Those are the best flights. How I ended up on a flight like that from LAX to Houston, such a short one, was crazy. Everybody who sat in that section were saying like, these seats are on for long haul flight. Maybe they're refueling, who knows? So I'm sitting there, and so me and the guy are chatting. he pulls up H3, he's watching it. He's like, so what do you do for a living? And I'm like, oh, I'm a YouTuber, TikToker. He's like, I've seen you on H3. I was like, oh, well, you know. I was like, look, you know, it's not all true you heard about me. I'm actually a really shady queen. He's like, no, I love you so much. But anyways, I was like, so what are your thoughts on the H3 podcast? And he said something. He was like, you know, I really used to love H3. Is what he said. He used to love H3 so much. But then, like, he used to really go in there, what do they call that, edgelord, and really be like saying off the wall things. But then Gila now, if you look at it, she kind of holds him back a lot. And I thought about it and I was like, oh, I could see that. I could see, because I do see some instances where Ethan Klein wants to go off or say something off the cuff, or, you know what I'm saying? And Gila's like, I know what I'm saying? And I kind of like that she holds him back, because if it wasn't for Gila, I'm pretty sure Ethan Klein would be canceled like by 11 more times now, right? So how this relates to Trisha Paytas and the Tanamoto situation is so interesting, because I feel that Ethan Klein would really want to say some things, but he doesn't, out of respect for the family, just being a respectful person, a nice dude, and also because Gila's like, let's not go there. Right, so I can understand when some people say, this is the part where people say, I miss the old H3, like stuff like that. I get it, because back then he was more just going in hard. Now he's like, all right, you know, But, you know, it has to happen. This has had to happen to Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein and the whole show had to be just a little bit toned down in order to survive in this weird ecosystem that is the internet today. Because you can't say some stuff you used to say before, and that's the crappy part about it. And a lot of people, I see a lot of influencers who don't act how they really want to act because they're scared to get canceled, cancel culture, or XYZ. I get the gig. But not only that, I just feel like if there are some things I really want to say on here, but I don't, because I have sponsors, and I want to please the sponsors, and I want to be able to eat today. So there's something I'm just not going to say because of the sponsors. You know what I'm saying? So I get the gig, right? So when Trisha was in that situation and Trisha said, cancel, 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 I honestly wonder, did Trisha even hear that Tana said H3? Because without a shadow of a doubt, in my opinion, and I'm going to tell you why, Colleen Ballinger's canceled because of the group chats, the inappropriate messages, and her lack. If you want to defend those things, those two things, okay, fine. But the lack of how she responded to the situation with the ukulele was a total slap in the face. All right, that's Colleen. David Dobrik, you take him into play, right? The fact that he used his friends for views and clicks, damaged the guy's eye, physically hurt his friend. Because people forget. Because people, you let enough time pass by, people forget, their feelings have changed, people don't talk about it. But let's not forget, his pizzas taste like crap. That Dobrik's pizza, I went there, I tasted it. All right? Not to mention the fact that he hurt his friend's eye and the shadiness of all that. I'd just be a good person. Pay for all the bills, because you said you were going to pay for all the bills and you didn't. So David Dobrik canceled the house. But the H3 situation, I could name a few things that, all right, I could get the gig. I understand that. But this is personal, because this is H3 and you have Trisha Paytas and their drama that they had together that has still yet to, I think, be resolved. So the fact that Tana, so shady, brought H3's name up in front of Trisha and she said canceled, did she hear it? Or it's going off of Colleen, Dobrik. So anything that followed after that would have to mimic the cancellations of those two following, which I don't think H3 deserved that.
David Dobrik,
cancel. David Dobrik, cancel.
But that's my opinion, and God forbid you have opinion on the internet. Put that in the chat. God forbid you have an opinion on the internet. Put in the chat. Okay. Whoa. And this is, again, when I say that Trisha was doing so good. She was doing so good. Her Hare Krishnas and all that stuff like that. But there's something about baby number 2 on the way that she's like, I gotta pay some bills, let me start some drama. And she started putting her foot into the water, just a little bit. Because I also believe, just hear me out, I also believe Trisha, if I'm gonna say this about H3, I gotta have a mirror to my face and say it about Trisha. Because Trisha as well used to be very edgelord, very off the cuff, off the wall with the things that she said and done. Way more than H3. And I find it so crazy that Trisha Paytas has really offended so many circles and communities in the world, yet some people still live for her and stuff like that, but then someone else does something way less shadier and they're canceled the house. But that's for another video. The fact that Trisha Paytas, okay, has done all these crazy things, I think that she has toned it down a lot. And I think why? Because of Moses and the kids. Now that she has a mother, now that she is a mother, another one on the way, and he has Moses, I think she has to tone it down a little bit. But she also has to eat. And so maybe she has to drum up a little drama and stir a little drama, and it is entertaining. But lately, I have seen a change in Trisha. I really have. I also got a few messages about it in my Instagram where people were saying, you know, Trisha Paytas, you know, ever since she had Tana Mojo on her podcast, she's being a little bit more mouthy. She's starting a lot more drama. Now, what I found endearing about the podcast is that when mentioning of Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star, she says she doesn't want to go into any drama and that they're not canceled to her. She also said some really nice things about Shane Dawson, and I was kind of shocked that she said that, but it really does seem to me that Trisha Paytas has forgiven and moved on her drama with Jeffree Star and her drama with Shane Dawson. Now, I don't have the receipts to prove this, so just please believe me. On TikTok Live, Jeffree Star has said that he loves Trisha and would love to have her on his TikTok Live one day. With that being said, that proves to me that there is no ill will with Jeffree and Trisha. I think they're moved past their drama, but I can't help but to feel that Shane Dawson may not feel the same way about Trisha Paytas because he has yet to ever mention her and walked away. In fact, I do feel like Shane Dawson is the one to be like, you did me dirty once, that's it, you're gone forever. I would be shocked if Trisha and Shane Dawson made amends and actually started filming and working together again or doing some type of project together. But it doesn't seem that way on Shane Dawson's part. In fact, following the pattern of behavior that is Shane Dawson, once you shade him or you do something publicly that's like really bad, he's just done with you forever. Where some of these people, they can forgive and forget, but the audience is never gonna forget. The audience will always say, and this one thing I love about drama or commentary, you wanna know some inkling of a drama between two people, there's a freaking encyclopedia of it all on the internet. And there is a lot of drama between Trisha and Shane. There's encyclopedias about it between her and Jeffree as well. But an even bigger encyclopedia with Ethan Klein, H3, and Trisha. There's a lot to go there. There's a lot. Talk about self-sabotage. Trisha Paytas can do it. She's been working on herself a lot. She's been doing really good lately. But following her pattern of behavior, she does tend to self-sabotage. So do I see her getting into drama again? Yeah. Why? Just based off pattern of behavior. She's been doing good for a while, but if you've been watching closely, putting her foot into the drama, especially with her new podcast, The Trish or something like that, I see her doing that. In that podcast, she's saying things that are highly problematic. Let's not forget, like what, 2 weeks ago? She basically age shamed Tati Westbrook and called her old looking and stuff. I'm like, you can't say that. Oh my freaking God. Like, are you serious? But no one's talking about that. It's still up on her channel from 2 weeks ago. Like, what?
Popular. Like,
I just never got it either. I was just like, I don't get this.
like I had that Tati beauty. Like I had the pills.
I never got Tati. I never
something
got
about
her.
I don't know why. I was into everyone.
I mean, she always looked like 40s, like, right? And like, I was always like, why is this like a thing? And why are you hanging out with James Charles? Like, I know that whole thing was like weird, but I'm always like, she goes, at my birthday. And I'm like, why is an 18-year-old at your birthday? Like, weirdo, you're married and you're inviting James Charles to your birthday. I don't know. I always sided that. And like, again, I'm not about James because he had his own admission of guilt for so many things that I don't agree with. But it's like, in that situation, I'm like, why are you coming for this like boy, this like little boy and being like, he was talking about this at my dinner. I'm like, yeah, he's 18.
Time and place.
Time and place. I just never got her appeal. I never got it.
Oh my God. Anyways, I'll have to say this. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button. It helps me out so much. And let me know what you think about all that in the comments down below. I really want to know. All right. See you guys in the next one. Bye. I love you so much.